Okay, so let me ask you about Mars. You mentioned it would be great for science to put a base on the moon to do some research, but the truly big leap, again, in this category of seemingly impossible, is to put a human being on Mars. When do you think SpaceX will land a human being on Mars?
Best case is about 5 years. Worst case, 10 years.
What are the determining factors, would you say, from an engineering perspective, or is that not the bottlenecks?
It's fundamentally, engineering the vehicle. Starship is the most complex and advanced rocket that's ever been made by, I don't know, order of magnitude or something like that. It's a lot. It's really next level. So, and the fundamental optimization of Starship is minimizing cost per ton to orbit and ultimately cost per ton to the surface of Mars. This may seem like a mercantile objective, but it is actually the thing that needs to be optimized. There is a certain cost per ton to the surface of Mars where we can afford to establish a self-sustaining city, and then above that we cannot afford to do it. So right now you couldn't fly to Mars for $1 trillion. No amount of money could get you a ticket to Mars. So we need to get that above, to get that like something that is actually possible at all. We don't just want to have, with Mars flags and footprints and then not come back for a half century like we did with the moon. In order to pass a very important great filter, I think we need to be a multi-planet species. This may sound somewhat esoteric to a lot of people, but eventually, given enough time, the Earth is likely to experience some calamity. That could be something that humans do to themselves, or an external event like happened to the dinosaurs. Eventually, and if none of that happens, and somehow magically we keep going, then the sun is gradually expanding, and will engulf the Earth, and probably Earth gets too hot for life in about 500 million years. It's a long time, but that's only 10% longer than Earth has been around. And so if you think about like the current situation, it's really remarkable, and kind of hard to believe, but Earth's been around 4.5 billion years, and this is the first time in 4.5 billion years that it's been possible to extend life beyond Earth. And that window of opportunity may be open for a long time, and I hope it is, but it also may be open for a short time. And we should, I think it was wise for us to act quickly while the window is open, just in case it closes.
Yeah, the existence of nuclear weapons, pandemics, all kinds of threats.
Yeah,
should kind of give us some motivation.
I mean, civilization could die with a bang or a whimper. If it dies of demographic collapse, then it's more of a whimper, obviously. And if it's World War III, it's more of a bang. But these are all risks. It's important to think of these things and just, think of things as like probabilities, not certainties. There's a certain probability that something bad will happen on Earth. I think most likely the future will be good. But there's let's say for argument's sake, a 1% chance per century of a civilization ending event. Like that was Stephen Hawking's estimate.